hi, I've finished with exams now, so I'm free. I would be a lot more enthusiastic about that, except I actually finished last Friday, so I've had time for my brain to settle into a state of just lounging around and watching 30 Rock and not being able to put energy into anything at all. Also, I look a bit meh right now because I decided it'd be a good idea to book my blood test nice and early in the morning so I could do stuff and be productive all day instead of lying in. Bad move. For a few days after the exams had finished, I was still feeling quite anxious, and I was wondering why I felt anxious because obviously they'd finished, so all that's done and dusted. But of course, I wasn't thinking about my subconscious, my wonderful, beautiful subconscious, which is obviously allied with President Bartlett because it's always thinking about what's next. On the surface, I've been thinking about all the positive sides of going to uni. I really like learning, so I get to do 3 more years of that. Nerd. And also the whole idea of being able to get involved in lots of different societies and cool stuff in uni, and it's supposed to be the best years of your life. But obviously, deep down, I was also worrying. I'm moving away from home. This whole idea of it's a step onto adulthood and I'm becoming the person I'm going to be and I have to stand on my own 2 feet. And there comes a point when you start screwing up in life and you just can't blame your parents anymore. So that was a fun ride. And because I had all that anxiety, but of course uni is like 3 months away from me if I get in this year, fingers crossed, knock on wood. I was thinking about all the stuff that I should be doing during the summer. I had this voice in my head saying, come on, you got to be productive. And it sounds really silly now because I literally have no responsibilities, even though I am trying to find a job. Hire me. Please. Hire me. On talking of applying for jobs, yesterday I went into town to hand in my CVs and I ended up staggering back home. Not from partying or anything exciting wild, but in a town that I've lived in since I was 9, I managed to get lost. Well done me. So I basically walked around in a circle because I thought I can try a new route to walk home. Didn't work out. Waited ages for the bus. The bus didn't come because the buses here are ridiculously unreliable. I feel like this is very boring. Long story short, I was tired, dehydrated, and then I saw 2 girls walking past in the uniform of the school that I now no longer attend, and I started feeling very emotional about it. I wanted to run up to them and be like, savour your years. Time will go by so quickly, faster than you can ever imagine. But of course I didn't actually do that because 1, I'm not the most outgoing person. 2, my life is not a film. Books wise, I haven't really read that much lately. I've just kind of been a reading lot. I got out 2 books from the library, The Tiger's Wife and another book by Maggie O'Farrell, which I can't remember the title of. And they were both okay, but I just couldn't really get into them, so I abandoned them. I think it's just more a me thing that I'm not in a reading mood right now, but I think eventually I'm going to have to get to the point where I just force myself to read because I've always loved reading. I've always felt like it's something that's part of my identity, and I'll just feel really guilty and annoyed at myself if I just spend every day, all day on the computer. I could go out, or yeah, some people go out apparently. I don't know what that's like. But be rest assured, internet, I'm not a total hermit because one of my goals for this summer was to learn how to drive, and I actually had my first lesson on Tuesday. And it's quite weird sitting in the driver's seat. I'm a lot more aware of the physicality of the car. It feels bigger because I'm aware that I'm manoeuvring this hunk of metal and I could take over the world or do anything. I hope all of you guys are doing well and that you're going to have summers filled with actual sun because it's actually quite cloudy in the UK at the moment, and general stuff that is good. I can form words and sentences in a chronological order. This is going nowhere, so it's time for me to say bye. Bye.